1 second. Just do my stretches. All right. All right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome back. New pinned chat. No, I got it. Let's get it going. Cool. I don't know what happened with the mic there. Hope that doesn't happen. Or else you're not going to be able to hear me. And then I can't play my music, in which case this workout's done. Maybe. Oh, easy. Way too early for that song. Alright. You got everything set? I think so. Oh, hold on. As I heart rate, get that on. 1 second. You, share, copy, you. No, that's not it. There. Yeah. All right, it's been a long gap, but we are back, and then some. So today, we're going to try to focus on the actual bike workout. We're not going to talk too much about, like, I know everyone's just chomping at the bit, people. Just asking, when you racing, when you racing, when you racing. Let's focus on this bike workout first. As I said, this is the last workout in what has been a massive training block where, I mean, just the last 3 weeks, been averaging 800 kilometers a week. And so with not just volume's easy. I mean, like, saying you bike that much is like, it's one thing. It's like, yeah, who cares, right? Like, it's really easy to rack up miles on the bike. It's quite an easy sport. Like, it's not like running, right? Where it's like, you know, even if it's an easy 200 kilometer week, it's still 200 kilometers of pounding. Whereas on the bike, say, you know, you can just pedal around outside, like, you know, at whatever power, and it's pretty easy to, like, that's an easy sport to, like, rack mileage up. As I said, there's not much impact. There's no impact. But what's good about the last several weeks is that not only have we had the 800 kilometers, we've had some absolutely banging workouts. And we're gonna finish with another good one. This one's gonna be a cooker. We got in a minute and a half, just a 5-minute little tempo, just to kind of get the heart pumping a little bit. Hopefully we can get to like, I don't know, 150 beats a minute, something like that. And then we got main set, 5-minute easy, just to kind of reset mentally more than anything. And then we got, because we're going to be stuck in for a while, with 12 times 5 minutes on 1 minute recovery. Yeah. So, I don't know, 60 minutes within 71 of work, where throughout the whole thing we're probably going to average about 5.75 watts per kilo. And how we'll do that is starting out nice and relaxed, about 335, 333 to 335 in that range. And then we'll do 4 of those like that, and then 3 of them a little bit higher, and then 3 a little bit higher, and then the last 2 we'll get it cooking along. So as I said, we got a little 5-minute tempo here. You. So we're just continuing to warm it up here. But anyways, that's the workout. We'll get some music going in a second. Happy Canada Day as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a sparkling nice day out there. But anyways, Happy Canada Day nonetheless. Oh, it's going to be banging, George. It's going to be a cooker. Normally, this is how it works. Normally, like the first 2.5 to 3, even if it's lower power, they normally feel pretty crap. And I think that's just like the amount of volume in the legs. We're at like, I don't know, I think I'm at like 600 kilometers so far in the last 5 days, something like that. And then normally, from like 4 until let's say 9, we get into like a meditative state, and I start getting pumped. And then the last couple usually are actually not too bad. So it's really the first couple that I don't look forward to. How this set has progressed is it started out as like 10 times 3 minutes on 1 minute, building power the same kind of way. And then it went to 12 of them, and then 15 times 3 minute on 1 minute. And then we went to 4 minuters. So we then went to 12 times 4 on 1. And then a really big one, 15 times 4 on 1. And then last week, 10 times 5 on 1. And now 12 times 5 on 1. And for the most part, the first, let's say, 7 are going to be on the flats, just because I'm so damn good at pushing power up the climb. It's not fair. So I need to get better at pushing it with a little bit higher inertia in the wheel. So I got to work on the weakness to some degree, or a lot. And so the first 7 are on the flat, and then the next 4 or 5 will be on Epic KOM, just to give me a little bit of boost. Like, yeah. No, as I said, Mark, it's normally the first couple where I'm like, what on earth are we doing right now? This is way, way too big of a workout. And then, as I said, it gets good. And then the last one, yeah, like we're going to be pushing pretty decent. Like the set, as I said, starts. First 4 will be around 330 to 335. Next 3 340 to 345. Then the next three, 345 to 350. And then the last two, 360 to 365. And then 375 to 385 on the last. So it gets pretty good pretty quick at the end. But first 6 are reasonable, but it's more just like mentally getting over the fact that it's like, this is a long time here to be stuck in to a set. In terms of nutrition, we got 120 grams of carbs separated up between 2 1-liter bottles. That's Precision Hydration's drink mix. So they got 1,000 milligrams sodium as well. 60 in each bottle, as I said. And then we got 2 of the 30-gram caffeine gels. And we're going both with the caffeine today, since I want that little jump, a little extra boost. It works out to 90 grams carbs in total. I'll do a little stretch after this. Then we'll go out, do a little run. Hopefully it's not a thunderstorm. And anyways, yeah, that's what's happening today. So we've reached our heart rate goal. So task 1 complete. Main set to begin at the 50-minute mark of this. We're at 45, obviously. Just gonna keep going for a little bit extra. Get the average to 280 on the tempo. Well, this coach is gonna yell at me. 278. He's gonna say, you didn't have 2 more watts in you? What the hell is this? 279. Come on, 280. All right. Whew. So, we'll get the music going. And let me think. Basically, let me put it like this. So in the warm-up there, I heard something when I had the music on. It sounded like something was too close to a mic or something. So I'm going to turn the music up right now. And you let me know in the comments if there's like a high-pitched ringing sound going on. So, and by the way, throughout the 5-minuters, I'm probably not going to be talking that much. Just putting it out there. Like, first few, as I said, we're trying just to kind of lock into the rhythm. So, we'll try out the music now, and someone will let me know if there's a incessant ringing sound, because it sounded like 2 mics, kind of that sound when 2 mics get too close together. So. And thank you for watching. Woo! That's a banging sound. Alright, let's get the psychedelic trance music up and running. Not that. What is that?
These are the shapes of the future.
Not bad. Alright. So that's what we'll start with. I'll do my best to DJ this grand event as best I can. If you're having a barbecue with family right now, feel free to turn it up. The grandparents may not like the playlist going on, but, you know, it's your party. You can play whatever you want. So, anyways. So we'll start at the 50-minute mark. Anyways. In terms of standing, sitting, whatever, These workouts are about hitting power. Couldn't care less. We're going to try not to stand for the first, let's say, 7 of them, 8 of them. But I mean, once we get to the end, those aren't race powers anyways. And so, as I said, whatever it takes. Maybe the last few times I've done these workouts, I've actually done a decent job of staying seated for decently long periods of time. All right, let's get this music going. And 1 minute, main set begins. So as I said, first 4, overall summary before we start. 12 times 5 minutes on 1 minute recovery. First 4, 330 to 335. Next 3, 340 to 345. Next 3, 345 to 350. And then the 11th, 360 to 365. 12th, 375 to 385. That's the workout. Let's get the show on the road. What the hell is this? That's not what we're playing. That's better. And thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Let's get it going.
Shake me.
One down. Thank you. And thank you for joining. Heart rate was a little high, but I'm not panicking. I always say this to myself. And by the way, don't worry if the times don't match up. I'm just going based on the Garmin. I always say this to myself. What was the goal power? I said 333 on the first, right? Yes. Did you hit 333? Don't care about the rest. So, just do what you do. 2, 1, number 2. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, so far. You'll get harder. This is a good song. Good parts coming up. Not that that wasn't good, but this is gonna be real good. Just wait. Three, three, four. Thank you, Mark. So far, so good. 3-3-3 on the first, 3-3-4 second. Hopefully this is either 3-3-4 or 3-3-5. And then one more, and then we're out of the easy part, and we're into the meat. That's the hope, at least. This feels like the extended warm-up, part 2. 337. So hopefully this one's about 338. Toughest one coming for me, because we got the downhill here. Don't really like that. On to bottle number 2. So we're through a liter. Maybe there's a bit left.
vida, paixão infinita que desde pequeno sente por viver. Tem tanto querer, mas há de entender.
next 3 between 340, 345. So far, so good. Music's warming up nicely. Thank you, George. Yeah, it seems to be flatlining a bit perfectly. favorite reps here. Feel like you're getting in a rhythm now. Before you're having to hold back a bit. This feels a lot more natural now. Getting that rhythm.
Without you, I'm sleeping in cold. These dreams are the price, precious and gold. I woke up again, so in an open door. And coffee is never the best.
3, 4, 2. Exactly. It's the first few, you're just kind of like, you're having to hold back a bit. You don't feel great because you're still warming up. Then you get into the zone. Then the last couple are going to hurt like hell, but by that point it's almost over, so who cares? After this next one, I'll take my second gel. That should have me firing on all cylinders for the last couple. So hopefully it's about 3, 4, 3 on this one. Hopefully this one's 3, 4, 5. What the hell?
Mike Emilio, coming out 5. Man, it's 3:01 and the bottle's done. Get the girls. We got more chicks than seats left. Fuck it, we gon' squeeze in. And that there is the one I want, so make sure that she's in. Better buckle up, cause I'm usually known for speeding, and I'm usually known for wilding out, and it's usually for no reason. I go berserk, my chill button don't work. They always wanna flirt, cause I'm big gang, I'm Papa Smurf. I do a ticket in a Vegas suite. You ain't with me, then take a seat. Goes out 7 days a week, eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Years old, I started drawing back on memory lights. 'Cause I met a boy, I still like it's
346. So now, next 345 to 350. We're gonna do one more on the flat, and then we'll start climbing up for the last 4. It's time to get serious now, so let's get some songs on. So it's 348. Oh, no. Then we go 350, maybe 349. 349, 350. It's number 9. Thank you. Bring it up. So for this one's 352, 353.
Padma samba padma samba padma samba padma samba Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Padma samba padma samba padma samba padma samba Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Padma samba padma samba padma samba padma samba Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Om Dalai Lama Lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele lama tashidele Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme
Two to go. So fast is about 360. Now we get real. Last one. Now it's hopefully 375. Should have started kicking a little bit earlier, but I'm not complaining. Whew. Hard to get in a rhythm on that part of the climb, but a little annoyed that I couldn't get to 390 there. Should have. Had enough. But anyways, I ain't complaining. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh. Whew. Wish that beat drop came 10 seconds sooner. Could have got me to 390. But I missed the lap button at the end, so it might have been 386. But that's analyzed. So 3.3 plus 3.4 plus 3.5 plus 3.8 plus 4.2 plus 4.5 3.3 plus 3.4 plus 3.8 is that. That's 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops, messed that up. Hold on. 3 plus 3.8. That's 4. And then, oopsies. Plus 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 was, I don't know, I think it was plus, plus 10. I'll have to get this later. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 348, right on what I wanted. 3, 4. So 1 hour at 5.8 watts per kilo, 348 watts. Whew. It's good. Fatigue was good at halfway. I started feeling it a little bit in my legs, actually my right hamstring, not the hamstring that's affected by anything. Started feeling a little niggle. I've been feeling that last, it's weird, it's not like it's like a Charlie horse, kind of in the back of my right hamstring. Only ever on the trainer, not outside at all. That's been for a long time. But anyway, start feeling a little bit of my legs. Probably, I'd say number 9. Nah, not even. Let's say like on number 10, I was like already thinking, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do 380 on the last, because even though 350 feels really good, like the legs were getting a little tired by about 10. But aerobically it was very good the whole workout. It is pretty hot out, pretty sticky down here, but really good workout. Like that's banging. I do wish, I'm a little annoyed at myself on the last one. I was it's a hard little part of the climb because there's like just minor undulations, and when you're pushing hard like that, it's just enough that you're like, you know, kind of hard to get in a perfect rhythm here. But I'm thankful that I finished before the little rollers there, because those are really hard. I did that last week. So last week when I did 10, the last one was 382. This time when I did 12, the last one was 387. So already better. If I kicked 40 or 20 seconds sooner, that should have been 390. It's just that little bump before the end. I didn't want to get up into the like big gears before it and then have after it, so I tried getting a little bit before, and then I kind of messed it up a little bit. But anyways, I ain't complaining. 348 watts average done as a progression, and I don't know what it looked like, but it felt pretty darn relaxed. Some of it's obviously me like mentally, like, and it does really help to do this. Like, you kind of trick yourself enough to thinking, this is really easy. And so you put this poker face on, because like if you're doing an interval like that, let's just think of this as one big interval. It's 72 minutes long, right? If on minute 10 you're going like this, even though like you might feel like that, like there's nowhere to build to, you know, like as much as the power builds the pain on your face, you need to build that along with it. And so even though you feel like maybe like gritting your teeth a little, you kind of gotta just be like, this is nothing. And then you kind of, the more you say to yourself, this is nothing, then eventually your brain starts to be like, you know what? It is nothing. You're right. And I say, of course I'm right. I'm always right. That's it. And then you continue on. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, the playlist was good today. I just went to my, I'll put it in, I think the link is in the description. I keep adding to it. It's a training playlist there. I just went to it, like the whole thing today. It just says, I was like, I don't care if I get a copyright thing. But yeah, thank you for the kind words. It's a very good workout, and it's a very good workout when, even more so, when taking into account the context in which it was done. And the context in which it was done was 2,400 kilometers of biking in a 3-week period. The recovery week before it, before this 3-week block, was 487. And then the 6-week block before that, we were around probably 680 to 700 in that range. There was a week above that, like 770 or so. And then, yeah, did a recovery week at 487. And then past 3 weeks was 772, 810 or something like that, or 814. And then this week, technically, it's going to be 840K. But really it's only going to be 815. As 25, 30K was last night. That was just a coaching session with someone. So I was just pedaling alongside them, giving them tips, telling them like when to change gears, how to time that and stuff like that. And anyways, my heart rate was like 100, so I ain't logging that as training on my training peaks. Plus it'll just mess up my averages, like zones and stuff like that. I'll mess it up for the week because it wasn't really, I don't really count it. But anyways, so taking the context of everything, very good. If I could get one interval back, it would have actually been the 11th. I was struggling a bit on that one. Sometimes, like, that's hard, like, the gap, like, I'm really comfortable, you see, at 80, right? And then at certain parts of the climb, if I stay seated, I'm going to be at, like, 76, and it's a little low. And then if I go down one, the gap is so big, it'll go to, like, 85, 88 even. And I'm like, ooh, that's uncomfortable. It kind of makes me wonder. George, I don't know if you're still here, but you were talking about, I'm just cooling down to 215 and then we're done. The gears. So I got 2 new cassettes and 2 new chains. The one isn't on right now on this TT bike here. It would have been nice. I should have put it on for this workout. That would have been wonderful, having a new chain. But anyways, I didn't have time. So 2 new cassettes and 2 new chains. One for TT bike, one for road bike, because I've been splitting the mileage pretty somewhat evenly. More is going to the TT bike, but the road bike's getting quite a lot of use as well. And anyways, talking gears, I had never seen this before, but on Shimano gears they had an option. I ended up going with 1128, but they had an option there for a 1225, and I'm kind of like regretting it almost. I'm like, that'd be a kind of interesting gear combo, because especially in the mid-range particularly, because so an 1128 from Shimano goes something like this. You get an 11, obviously, a 12, 13, 14, 15, and then it goes 17, 19, and then I think 21, something like that, and then up to your 28. But focus in on the middle. So the middle of the cassette goes 15, 17, 19. Well, that's where you live most of your life, in the middle of the cassette there. And so it's exactly what I'm saying. I'm probably in like 15, and I'm like, this is a little too big. So I gear down one, and what's it going to go to? It's going to go to 17. So it's a gap of 2, right? There's a gap. Well, the 1225 cassette goes like this: 12, 13, 14, 15, wait for it, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you have, and then it goes 21, 23, 25, whatever. Point is, from 12 to 19, you have, what, 7 gears there, where it's a gap of, there's no gap, it's 1. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I'm kind of regretting it, because I'm like, who on earth spends their life in the 11? Not me. Especially if I have a 58 tooth on. We ain't in 5811, to tell you that much. And so I'm kind of like, maybe later in the year, once we get close to racing, then I might put a 1225, because it's like, you don't like 17, go up 1, 16, instead of going from 17 down to 15, or vice versa, or 17 to 19. Here you get like a really nice range in the middle of the cassette, which would be really nice, because that's where you should be living, in the middle of the cassette. Whew! Hold on a minute. So in the entire ride, wow, holy jumping. My heart rate's still a little high, but that's maybe because I was talking. But anyways, we gotta get out for a little run. Anyways, so thank you so much for joining. But to get to my point, that's an interesting gear, and I'm like, I would like to try that. My only hesitation and the only reason I didn't get it was because, what is wrong with you? There. The only reason I didn't get it was mostly because of the ends of the cassette. So here's what I mean. If I'm in a one by, even if I'm not in one by, whatever, I don't want to spend really any time, like 3 from the end here, like even 2 from the end, and 2 from the end on the other side, like on the hard, on the like 11, 12. I don't want to spend any time in those two. So if you really think of your cassette as being really, I'm in the middle of the cassette. Well, if we're on a 1 by, or we're on a big climb, or something like that, like a steep little hill. Example, coming south on Warden. Everyone in Ontario will know what I'm talking about. Coming south on Warden, when you get to Ravenshoe, coming from the lights there, like, and especially because you're coming from the lights, so you're at 0 kilometers an hour, you get to that hill, coming south, and like, it's pretty steep to do from 0. So you gotta go in the little ring. Now, if you were in the big ring for some reason, but on a steep climb or something like that, and you're 3 from the end, well, in 11:28, you're in what? Like, I don't know, 23? Something like that? It's okay. It's manageable. 23 is like a decent gear. Like, it's small enough. But on a 12:25, 3 from the end on that one, you know, what are we in now? I think you're in the 19 or something, or maybe 21, I don't know. Something around there. So it's like, that's a little big to be going up like a steep climb like that. So it was really just kind of thinking about that. It's like, what is the third easiest gear on the 11:28 versus what's the third easiest gear on the 12:25? Because that's kind of the limit of where I would like to be. And it's just on the 12:25, that gear is a little too big, I think, to go up some. Yeah, 58:11 is like, no, we're not in that. So that's why I'm like 12:25 is probably okay. Like, you get more than enough hard gears. The big ring on the front's giving you the thing. So yeah, like the interesting thing on that 58, so it's an Arc Aero Coach chain ring. The really interesting thing on that gear is that 190 times 2 is 180, so what do we take? Let's just call it 800 calories. So the what was I saying? Oh, yeah, that was it. On the 58, the Arc Aero Coach one, like, my review on it, if you're ever looking at like time trial bikes and like a 1 by specific ring, is that ring, even though on paper you're like 58, holy jumping, it actually doesn't feel that big. It really doesn't. Because of the way that it's shaped, it's not like an asymmetric chain ring, which are like, it's like pedaling a rectangle. The Arc, like, just the way they've shaped the like, it's a slight non-circular design, like ever so slightly. Just the way that they've shaped it, you get into that like down pedal so fast, and so it actually doesn't feel like you're like pedaling against a huge gear. It actually feels, it's odd to say, but it feels kind of small at times, like when you're on flats, because you get into that power phase so quickly. And yeah, the interesting thing on that gear, on that chain ring is I find the fronts of your shins, so tibialis anterior, that muscle gets really used really quite hard on that ring. And I think it's because you're in so much dorsiflexion. The power phase is when you're in a significant amount of dorsiflexion, and so that tib ant is like working hard. Because that's where, as I said, where the main power phase of that ring is shaped. And so it does take, like, I'll put it on in a little bit, because it takes a couple weeks to just actually build up those shin muscles to get used to it. Any case. So what did Garmin say? Garmin said that this workout was impacting lactate, wow, where'd the screen go? Impacting lactate threshold, 3.6, and then said something, so a 3.6 on aerobic, so impacting lactate threshold, primary benefit of the workout was threshold, and we had a 2.3 anaerobic score, maintaining anaerobic power. Thank you. It's a good summary. Anyways, so that's the workout. Solid. And what else do I want to say? We'll get back to doing these from time to time. And in some video, if I ever get 2 seconds of time, I will make a video on what the race schedule is coming up, or exactly what I'm up to right now, because everyone's asking. So you're biking 800K a week, you're running, you're swimming, why aren't you racing? Well, that's a story for a different video, as we got to get outside and get on a run before thunderstorms hit. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Happy long weekend, happy Canada Day, happy July 4th to people from the US. George, what is the 4th? Is that Sunday? Something like that? Monday? So a long weekend. Beautiful. And we will catch you next time. Thank you for watching. That's a pretty looking graph, even though that's actually not what it looked like. It's pretty looking. I'm like hyped up right now. I do wish that last interval was a little better. But I ain't complaining. 5.8 for an hour. Hot damn. All right.